You said it was freeing, but it kind of reminds me of the scenario when like you were a kid in school and you were told not to talk and that's when you wanted to talk. But then when the teacher said you could talk, you didn't talk. Was that a
Right.
scenario where it was you were told to push the limits? Did you still hold back a little bit? Because that wasn't being done during the Best Damn Sports Show period era.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were kind of the first of its kind. I mean, I
Mhm.
suppose we kind of blazed the trail for what's out there today, meaning um, I remember people being critical of us saying, why in the world should John Kruk have an opinion about football? Or why should Michael Irvin be saying anything about the NBA or John Sallet? Like we let them talk about other sports because they were just fans too. And they would sometimes Sally would ask the most ridiculous questions about baseball. I'd be like, Sal, what are you saying? Like,
Mhm.
what? Like, that's not the way it is. But you have to remember that not everybody was an expert on every sport. And I thought that that's kind of why a show like that resonated with people, was that we put people in totally different positions. And now everybody is talking about every sport.
Mm.
So either you're welcome or I apologize. I don't know which one it is, I should be saying, but yeah, I think we were kind of the first of its kind.
When did you realize you were the first of its kind? Because, or maybe not that necessarily, because you kind of knew that, but when that really started to pick up and people resonated with it, because it was an
Mhm.
experimentation at the beginning, what was the feedback like when you thought, hey, we have something here?
Well, I remember that in the beginning, we would have a very difficult time getting guests, right?
Mm,
We were like, we want you to come on the best damn sports show, period. And they were like, help me out. Don't know what it
right.
is. And then when people started asking to come on the best damn sports show, period, pretty
Wow.
quickly, I knew we were on to something. I knew we were on to something. And I didn't know how long it was going to last. Like I had been working at Fox for probably a year, almost a year and a half, when we had heard rumblings of this new show coming along. And we are like, Tom Arnold's going to be a part of it. I was like, Tom Arnold? You mean like Roseanne's ex-husband, Tom Arnold? Like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
what
that one.
is this going to be? Yeah. And oddly enough, Jess, I wasn't even supposed to be the host of the show.
Mm,
I got hired the day before the show launched in July of 2001.
wow.
And it changed my life. Like I am so thankful that that happened and appreciative. And it was pretty amazing. It was an amazing 8 years. It was great for six and a half. The last year and a half, we kind of knew that they were just kind of running out the string and cutting
Mm,
budget, and all that was very difficult to handle because we had built something that, in my opinion, uh, could have gone on through today. I mean, we
mm,
could have been Fox's version of PTI, where the show just could have kept going and going and going. And I think maybe not, obviously not with the same cast, probably, but the idea could have been there. And I think if it had been launched in 2014 instead of 2001, I think
mm.
it would have been the hit show around.